Hello, RFK Tech here. Good evening. Want to do a video? There's a couple news topics I saw tonight. I didn't see anybody else reported them, so by all means, if somebody else has already reported on it, I don't want to report on it too, because that's just kind of cheesy there. But got some interesting things here, so I want to show you guys. Here's some news. Okay, first up, TikTok. TikTok's in trouble. Can you imagine that? TikTok in trouble? Well, we already know President Trump already said, hey, you're banned. You're out of here. So we already know that. So, well, the only thing I can say is maybe we should send the skunk apes after him. Yep, send the skunk apes after TikTok. But anyways, this is what TikTok has supposedly been allegedly accused. As a report from the WSJ, TikTok has been silently collecting MAC addresses from Android users to track them. No surprise there. This was against TikTok's own privacy policies. Can you imagine that? You're breaking TikTok's policies, your own policies. It's like, what? Jeez. As well as Google policies for the Play Store apps. TikTok collected millions of unique identifiers through this method over a period of 18 months. Wow, that's over a year. That's a long time. Wow. Okay. Without users ever opting in or even being aware that this was happening. The company was only concealing this practice by adding a layer of encryption so that Google does not find out. Talk about sneaky. Yeah. Maybe we should send some rabbi coons after him to attack him and say, hey, that's not cool. Ah! Give him a little bit of taste of rabies. That's what we'll do. Good grief. Can you imagine? Ain't no wonder they got banned. This is so crazy. It only stopped practicing these methods November 2019. So allegedly, they don't do it no more. But the damage already done, and who else knows what's up their sleeve right now? So all this happened before the focus on TikTok security and privacy policies started this year in the United States. But this news will still give more ammo to those who want to see the app blocked. Yeah, so it's on the way out. At the time of this writing, TikTok gathers the same amount of data than any other social network or advertisement company like Google, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. It's highly likely that TikTok was capturing and using the data for advertisement purposes. However, the company has refused to share any details except that this is current version of the app does not capture MAC addresses. So, yeah, we don't know what they're doing. So, how do we know they don't have something else covering up what they're doing? So, yeah, I would say to everybody out there, do not even run that app on your phone. If it's installed, you better get rid of it because you might get some rabies, and that would be bad because then you have to go to T-Mobile Tuesdays to get your free rabies shot. Yeah, that's right. Google declined to comment on the incident as to how TikTok went unnoticed for a long time while collecting data that it wasn't allowed to. Meanwhile, there have been no reports of TikTok capturing MAC addresses on iOS 14. Even goes ahead of randomized MAC address for iOS 14, iPad OS 14, and watchOS 7 to ensure that each Wi-Fi network that the device connects to sees a different MAC address. This will make it difficult for advertisement networks and other services to malicious intent to track users without X-ray. Okay, good job, Apple. So there you go. Now the next thing I want to talk about while we're talking about Apple, let's talk about this. Wow, iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Pro Max could sport an aerospace aluminum chassis. That's right, folks. Aluminum chassis. Wow. Making it more durable than the iPhone 11 Pro. Wait a minute. So the 11 Pro is not durable? So you can snap that sucker in half when you put it in your back pocket? God, I hope not. So, well, that's good news for Apple people. So, as we're still waiting to learn on the exact specs on this puppy when it comes out, we'll just have to wait and see what it does. But so far, we continue to hear iPhone 12 range will be expected inspired by the 2020 iPad Pro as well as sport an iPhone 4 metal-like frame to improve its aesthetics. The end result is both the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro 12 Max supporting flatter edges, and through it's refreshing to see a new face from the exterior sides of things with these models become more durable. One tipster believes so and claims Apple may use an aerospace aluminum build for both these models. Well, that's good. New aerospace shell could make the iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Pro Max resistant to extreme temperatures. So that's good if you live in the desert. Yeah, that's good for you, Carlos. You live out in the desert. Yeah. However, he hasn't treated if Apple is using a different form of glass that won't break after being dropped a couple inches above the group. Then again, it's not like if Apple uses a different kind of glass, it would be resilient to drops. So we only can see how this may come and help. However, iHack2 Pro does mention that the newer set of materials will mostly get less hot due to touching during the summer. Functionality won't be hampered by cold temperatures. This could be advantageous for a number of reasons. With being able to use the device comfortably, the second would have to be related with performance. On cooling solution used, iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max would be able to maintain their performance for longer periods of time. So there we go. That's good news for Apple. Here's another thing, and another one, and another one. What's that smell? You guys smell that? Oh, something's stinking up around it. Ah! Oh, Skunky, get out of here. We don't want to smell you. Go stink somebody else's house up. iPhone has released the possibility of a rumor that a non 5G version is going to come out. So that's good for you anti 5G people. If you're anti 5G or you believe like me that right now it's just fake as hell and you want just an LTE version when it comes out next year because you don't want to deal with all this crap, well, it looks like you may have a chance for that. And it's $549, says the rumors. A research note by Wedbush Securities analyst Dan Ives that the spotted by the Business Insider states that Apple intends on launching a 4G only variant of the iPhone 12 that's also expected to be a lot cheaper. This means instead of 4 models arriving later this year, Apple may have plans to release a total of 5 versions. However, considering that the cheapest version of the iPhone 12 is rumored to start at $549. So, and also the 4G only 2020 iPhone SE for $399. So that's great for Apple. You got some entry level cheaper versions coming in. So that's good. That's good news from Apple there. Also, in case you didn't hear, Motorola is promising the flip smartphone experience again. That's right, folks. The Razr Flip 5G coming out. That's right. It's going to have old modem in it. It's not going to have the new modem in it. It's going to have a 765 processor. So it's probably going to have an X50 or X55 chip. I have to dig that up and see. This article does not say that. So, but it's only got a 2800 milliamp battery, so it's not going to get you very far through the day. But it's got 8 gigs of RAM. It's got 256 storage, 6.2 screen. When you flip her open, that is. 48 megapixel camera. Looks like it's going to be a pretty neat phone. And save the date. 9/9/20 is when they're going to reveal this. They're going to have a event. Smartphone event for September 9th. Set your alarm clocks. That's right, folks. Motorola makes pretty good stuff. Can't wait to see what comes out with this and the other things. Maybe we'll get an updated, improved version of the Moto Edge Plus. Maybe. We'll hope and see. Also, in case you didn't know, Note20 Ultra has the new display in it. So I don't know if anybody talked much about this display, but it's the first ever display. It's a VRR, which stands for rate variable ratio rate OLED display. The big plus on this is going to use 20% less battery. So everybody was saying the smaller battery was a bad thing. Well, if it's got these new features in it, so it won't use as much battery, that'll be great. Also, don't forget about the Pixel 5 if you're interested in 5G phones. Like I've been saying all along, the only reason to get this year's 5G version is if you don't care about 5G, you don't care that the technology is going to change next year and you're going to have a new phone to take full advantage of it. If you want better LTE that everybody's launching right now, then yeah, get one of these new this year 5G phones because it's non-standalone, so it's pretty much 90% LTE anyways. So you're buying the phone to get the LTE advantages. You're not buying it for 5G since it's not out yet. I mean, if you want to call a sliver of 5G 5G, which some people are, which is crazy. So this one is supposed to have also the same chip, 765G, 8 gigs of RAM. So this is really good for Pixel, if you're a Pixel fan. And last but not least, well, T-Mobile is in last place on my episode here. I'll get to that. Next to the last place, we're going to talk about Verizon. Remember 2 or 3 months ago, I've been telling everybody that Verizon is getting ready to launch a international 5G global roaming service. That is the reason why they had the Motorola Edge Plus come out. It has N41, N77, N79, I believe it's the bands. Those are not USA bands. Those 3 bands are specifically worldwide bands. And here's the article saying it. Verizon today said that it successfully completed 5G roaming trials and is believed to be the first carrier to do so. Yeah, till T-Mobile gets a hold of this article, and then they're going to come out and say, no, we got 5G worldwide first. Yeah, and then you know what's going to happen after that. Yeah, we're going to send the skunk apes to climb all your towers and eat up all your antennas. There you go. All right. With Verizon 5G global roaming trials now complete, the carrier has commercially ready 5G global roaming service, providing service for U.S. customers when they travel to South Korea. The carrier said in preparing for similar trials with other companies, using a prototype device with dual frequencies, Verizon conducted the trials on a live production 5G network in South Korea. Verizon uses millimeter wave spectrum in the U.S. for 5G services, but relied on 3.5 gigahertz spectrum in Korea. What does that sound like? Yeah, 3.5 in USA is CBRS band 48. It's that multi-user, low-powered Wi-Fi type technology that's up to 3 billion in auction license already. Can you imagine that? They're up to $3 billion in auction sales on this Wi-Fi LTE band. It's much needed. It does help with capacity and all that. But the big band is going to be 3.7 and 3.2. Those 2 bands are macro high power bands. Those are going to be a huge hit. But over in South Korea, this 3.5 we're talking about here is a high power macro band. They just chose to use it differently than what we are here in the USA. So, according to Verizon, the average trial speeds were 252 megabits down and 119 megabits up. Holy smokes. If this is any case of what's coming to USA on mid-band 5G next year when it really comes out, the real 5G comes out, this is very promising. When band, whatever it is, 3.7 gigahertz and 3.2 comes out, can you imagine that bandwidth? Look here. We got some really promising stuff on a standalone core when it comes out next year. That's right, Skunky. You don't have standalone. It's fake. Fake. You need a rabies shot. Ah, because you're lying. That's right. Uh-oh. He's stuck. Get off my screen. Uh-oh. He won't get off my screen. Oh, how did that happen? Ah, the skunk's there. There. It backfired him. The skunk stuck on my screen. As 5G matures, the global implications are enormous, said Kyle Maladay, Verizon Chief Technology Officer. Yeah, Kyle Maladay. Yeah, Kyle does things right at Verizon, unlike Neville Ray. He prepared a statement about Verizon 5G global roaming. From global manufacturing, supply chain, and international AR/VR experiences, the globalization of 5G has huge implications across countless industries for consumers and enterprises. Imagine being able to be the first medical treatment from anywhere in the world through telemedicine, shop the finest boutiques in Italy through augmented reality, play against the champions online gaming anywhere in the world, or manage manufacturing operations across continents in real time remotely. Our team is leading the way in making those possibilities a reality, and this is an important first step. Verizon noted that its founding member of the 5G Future Forum, a group of telecom providers seeking to develop 5G interoperability specifications to accelerate the delivery of 5G mobile edge compute systems worldwide. The forum is planning to release its first technical specifications to members the third quarter of this year. So there you go. Verizon taking huge steps across the world when T-Mobile was just spinning their feet. Speaking of T-Mobile, here, T-Mobile says, this is what he says. Ray sees company winning in a perfect storm. Yeah. Neville said he's going to win from a perfect storm. I don't know. I don't know about this storm. I don't know about you guys about this storm. I don't know. Oh, goodness sakes. There goes these damn pop-ups again. Get these pop-ups off my computer. One after another, one after another. Gosh, they just keep popping up and popping up and popping up and popping up. When's it going to stop? There. Got rid of them all. So, his perfect storm. Unbelievable. Let's see. Let's see what he's saying here. Every dollar we're plowing into this network. Plowing? Really? Really, Neville? You're plowing? What are you, a corn farmer now? You're sowing your seeds in the cornfield and hoping that they grow? Come on now. They're going to be building capacity in both LTE and 5G. And we're right to this point in time where 5G is happening. Well, it's not happening for you. It's fake. Let's see. They can now claim that it has the biggest net. Well, that's a lie. Yeah, you guys all know my opinion on all this stuff. Let's see. Well, average LTE around 40. Yeah, we just looked at South Korea, and their speeds is nothing like this. So that just shows you this is fake 5G. This is still LTE. It's not even the real thing. So, anyways, he says the perfect storm's coming. That's what he says. So there you go. Perfect storm's coming. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video today. I'm going to start trying to bring a video every day. I'll just have to just troll around the web pages and see what kind of news is out there. So please like the video, share it, subscribe it. And we have several different things you can donate by the merch store I just started. We got Patreon. You can become a Patreon member, get free tech support. And you can do a one-time YouTube or a PayPal donation also. As always, in the description box. And if you look at my YouTube page in the top right corner, it has all the links up there. For the merch store, for the Patreon, for the PayPal, all that. And also on my main page, if you look to the right, you'll see a whole list of channels. A whole list of channels that I endorse. They're great channels. Please subscribe and share those channels as well. We have a great community going on in the YouTube tech community. So please support all the friends of the tech community. But that's it. This is RFK Tech down here in the beautiful Keys saying goodbye and see you on the next video or live. I don't know what I'm going to do another live, but we'll do one here soon. Good night now.